Good morning, everyone. Our lesson today is all about summarizing and restating information shared by others. What I know. Let us read the conversation of the two best friends and answer the questions below. Choose the letter of the correct answer. I'm afraid a strong wind is coming. Have you heard about it, John? Yes, Jasmine. It's on TV. The wind is cold and book. Hurry! We have to tell our parents and friends. It's better to be ready than never. Okay, so number one, what do best friend talks about? Letter A, flood. Letter B, fire. Letter C, wind. The answer is wind. Number two, what is the name of the wind? Letter A, Jasmine. Letter B, Ambo. Letter C, John. The answer is letter B, Ambo. Number three, how does Jasmine feel about the coming wind? Letter A, afraid. Letter B, excited. Letter C, lonely. The answer is letter A, afraid. Number four, how do their parents and friends know about the coming wind? Letter A, chat them. Letter B, snub them. Letter C, inform them. The answer is letter C, inform them.
Grasshopper. One summer's day, a lazy grasshopper was chirping, singing, and enjoying the sun. The grasshopper saw an ant working very hard to gather food. The grasshopper called out to the ant,
Stop your silly work and have fun with me.
"No," replied the ant. "I am gathering food for winter. I suggest you do the same." But the grasshopper simply ignored the ant. The grasshopper spent the rest of the sunny days having fun. When winter finally began, the grasshopper couldn't find anything to eat. He searched for food everywhere, but everything was buried under the snow. He remembered the hard-working ant. He went to her house and cried,
I am hungry. I cannot find anything to eat.
The ant felt pity on him. The ant called the grasshopper inside and gave him food. The grasshopper ate happily and promised the ant that he would never sit idle in the days before winter. Moral of the story? Be responsible and prepare for days of necessity.
Now let us have the comprehension check. Number one, who was working and carrying food on his back? Number two, what did the grasshopper do the whole summer? Number three, why did the ant need to prepare food? And number four, how did the ant help the grasshopper when the rainy days came? And last, number five, between the ant and the grasshopper, which would you choose and why? Summary is a shortened version of the story. It retells all the important parts of the story. A summary is told in a sequence. A summary can include the main idea, supporting details, and the theme of the story. It can be written in 3 to 5 sentences. We must also remember the helping tips on how to summarize. Number one, the beginning. We must know the characters, the setting, and the problem. Number two, we have the middle, knowing what was happened to the characters and the climax of the story. Number four, ending, knowing how the problem is being solved. Synthesizing and restating information shared by others. It means grouping related ideas and telling them in clear and understandable way. It also means relaying information to others. For example, soft drinks, not good. It contains caffeine. It disturbs our sleep. So we can synthesize and restate the information by saying soft drinks are not good because they contain caffeine that disturbs our sleep. In the story The Ant and the Grasshopper, they have qualities that are unique for each other. You may synthesize their qualities and then restate the information. Now let's learn more. Let us read the sentences. Let us choose the meaning of each underlined words from the definition box. Let's have the grasshopper's activity. Number one, the grasshopper hopped. Number two, the grasshopper chirped. Number three, the grasshopper sang to his heart's content. And the choices are letter A sounded a high pitch, letter B jumped lightly on one foot, letter C produced musical sound. What do we mean by hopped? Let's see. That's letter B. Jumped lightly on one foot. Number two, chirped. It's letter A. Sounded a high pitch. And letter C, or letter number three, that is letter C. Next let us have the ant's activities. Number one, the ant harvested grains. Number two, the ant carried the grains. Number three, the ant walked with great effort. And the choices are A, lifted, letter B, moved by with feet, letter C, collected. Now let us see the answer. Number one, letter C. Number two, letter A. And number three, letter B. Now let us study the pictures. Let us describe the grasshopper and the ant based on their activities. These are the words that we can synthesize based on the activities of ants and grasshoppers through the story. Walked, carried, worked, and harvested. These are the words that describe the ant activity based on the story. So we can say that ant is hardworking. Next, we have grasshopper. Grasshopper, we have chirped, played, sang, and hopped. So we can say that grasshopper is just a playful insect. Now, let us have the learning task. Let us read the story carefully and then we have to answer the following question. The greedy snake. One day, the sun was so bright that the animal could not stand the heat. The snake was hungry and could not go out to hunt for food. He saw a salamander pass by his hole. He caught it, thought that it was not enough for him, so he let it go. He waited for so long or for a long time, but no animal passed by his hole again. He regretted that he let the salamander go in exchange for his desire to have a bigger food. Now let us answer the following question. Number one, who are the characters in the story? Letter A, sun, letter B, snake, letter C, snake and salamander, or letter D, acting. The answer is letter C, snake and salamander. Number two, where did the story happen? Letter A, forest, letter B, school, letter C, market, or letter D, mall. The answer is letter A, forest. Number three, when did the story happen? Letter A, Sunday. Letter B, one fine day. Letter C, sunny day. And letter D, Saturday. The answer is one fine day. Number four, what happened first? Letter A, the snake was caught. Letter B, he saw a salamander pass by. Letter C, the snake waited for the other animals to pass by. Or letter D, the snake was hungry, but he could not go out to hunt for food. The answer is letter D. The snake was hungry, but could not go out to hunt for food. Now let us have the learning task number 3. Based on the story entitled The Greedy Snake, let us write the sequence of the events using the signal words in the box. Okay, let's see. First, the snake was hungry and could not go out to hunt for food. Next, he saw a salamander pass by his hole. Then he caught it and thought it was not enough for him, so he let it go. Fourth, he waited for a long time, but no animal passed by his hole again. And finally, he regretted that he let the salamander go in exchange for his desire to have a bigger food. Let us have another activity. Let us choose the correct answer or the correct letter of the correct answer. Number 1, the process by which words or information are grouped together to form a whole is what we called letter B, synthesizing. Number 2, it is the process by which information is expressed in short and clear form. It's letter C, restating. Number 3, it refers to grouping of related ideas and expressing them in clearer and more concise manner. It's letter A, acting and lighting. Letter B, analyzing and synthesizing. Letter C, synthesizing and restating. Or letter C, forming and analyzing. It's letter C, synthesizing and restating. Number 4, it refers to the relaying of information to other. This is what we called letter A, restating. Number 5, it refers to the systematic process in which words are being relayed. This is what we called communication. Letter C. Let's have the additional activity. Study the diagram about the grasshopper and the ant during the rainy days. Describe each based on their action and feelings. We have for the ant happy, relaxed, kind, lonely, and contented, while for the grasshopper happy, cold, sad, hungry. Number 1. The ant was blank and blank while eating at home. Letter A, lonely and kind. Letter B, relaxed and kind. Letter C, happy and relaxed. Or letter D, happy and lonely. The answer is happy and relaxed. Letter C. Number 2, feeling blank and blank, the grasshopper felt sorry for being lazy during summer day. Letter A, sad and happy. Letter B, happy and hungry. Letter C, happy and cold. Or letter D, cold and hungry. The answer is letter D, cold and hungry. Number 3, the ant was blank when he thought to offer food to grasshopper. Letter A, happy. Letter B, lonely. Letter C, kind. Letter D, contented. The answer is kind. Number 3, after realizing his own mistake, the grasshopper felt blank. Letter A, cold. Letter B, hungry. Letter C, sad. Or letter D, happy. The answer is Letter C, sad. Number 5, the ant felt blank that he had enough food for the rainy days. Letter A, cold. Letter B, contented. Letter C, kind. Or letter D, lonely. The answer is letter B, contented. Finished? How many scores did you got? Congratulations for a work well done, kid. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. See you again tomorrow. Bye!